possess it on their hands.
While there is a time and place for a good comedy belly laugh, an edge-of-your-seat thriller, a terrifying horror movie, a whimsical musical, and other good movies, there is something to be said about a powerful, emotional, dramatic movie that refuses to leave you long after the theater lights come up. Drama movies hit hard because they tend to deal with things nearly every human being can relate to in one way or another. So, in this video, we are going to show you top 10 dramatic movies to watch out this holiday season. The video is going to be amazing, and we have a bonus for you at the end of the video, so make sure you stick to the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. 10. Extremely wicked, shockingly evil and vile. It's difficult to spoil the ending of Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil and Vile. If not already familiar with the true story of Ted Bundy, played here by Zac Efron, the film's title is unlikely to leave the quality of his character open to debate. What distinguishes director Joe Berlinger's 2019 attempt from the many other true crime retellings of this story, however, is the point of view, adapted from a memoir of Bundy's ex-girlfriend Elizabeth Kendall, Lily Collins. Extremely Wicked tracks Kendall's emotional processing of the case, starting as a girlfriend who refuses to believe her partner could be capable of committing such atrocities and ending as a new woman, finally beginning to heal, also starring John Malkovich and Haley Joel Osment. The real casting draw here is Efron. 9. Blood Diamond. Set during Sierra Leone's civil war, Blood Diamond tells the story of a poor fisherman named Solomon Vandy, who finds himself separated from his family during a rebel invasion. Captured and forced to work on behalf of a warlord, Vandy discovers a rare pink diamond, which is a Rhodesian smuggler. Leonardo DiCaprio promises to help him in exchange for the safe return of his family. With help from an American journalist, Jennifer Connelly, intent on exposing the dangers of the blood diamond trade, Vandy and Archer find themselves trapped in the center of a deadly struggle. Nominated for 5 Academy Awards, including Best Actor for DiCaprio and Best Supporting for Hounsou. This performance represents something of an artistic turning point for DiCaprio. Director Edward Zwick tells EW there's a certain clench to his jaw. He's got a certain kind of reserve that have never seen in his performances before. 8. Benedetta. Benedetta is a true story of a lesbian monk, Benedetta Carlini, from the 1600s. After joining an Italian convent, she engages in a sinful affair that can only end poorly considering her status. The movie mixes faith and superstition into lust for the forbidden fruit of life, one in which two lost souls are brought together in a space where they find solace in each other. It provokes and dances between the thin line between good and evil, sinful and faithful, while showing the most violent acts off camera. Benedetta is an immersive experience that sucks into the world of the convent and its interpretation of this remarkable woman's life. 7. Belfast. Belfast is director Kenneth Branagh's love letter to his childhood home. During Northern Ireland's troubles, 9-year-old Buddy showcases his innocence despite the armed conflict going on around him. In the opening scene, he plays with a sword and shield right before a riot begins, showing viewers an invisible armor created by his youth. It's this attitude that propels the film, as his father and mother argue about finances and leaving the country for their safety. Buddy sits on the steps and thinks about the girl he's crushing on in class. The main cast, consisting of all stars Jamie Dornan, newcomer Jude Hill, Catriona Balfe, Judi Dench, and Ciarán Hinds, creates this tight-knit family with their excellent performances. 6. Big Fish. Big Fish is Tim Burton's take on fatherhood, forgiveness, and fables. Billy Crudup starts as Will Bloom, a journalist on a quest to better understand his dying father, Albert Finney, but who struggled to discern with parts of his father's tall tales are actually true. Resplendent with Burton's signature style, Big Fish oscillates between the glossy memory of Edward Bloom's life, starring Ewan McGregor as young Edward, and the grim reality of his present, also starring Jessica Lange, Helena Bonham Carter, Marion Cotillard, Steve Buscemi, and Danny DeVito. EW's critic writes that the movie turns into a wide-eyed Southern Gothic picaresque, in with each lunatic twist of a development is more enchanting than the last. 5. Passing. Nella Larsen's underrated 1929 novel, Passing, was adapted for the big screen in 2021. Two childhood friends meet in New York City. Many years later, both women are considered light-skinned, but they've chosen two completely different routes of life. Irene, Tessa Thompson, lives in Harlem and embraces her identity as a black woman. But her friend, Claire, Ruth Nega, passes for white and has built a lavish life with a rich white man in Chicago. Passing takes the archetype of the tragic mulatto in African American literature and subverts the tropes of this character, allowing viewers to explore two sides of the same coin. Each woman represents what the other secretly wants in the context of class and race, but still, they're limited by who they are at their core. Black women in the 1920s. This movie digs deeper into the socio-economic, racial, and gender issues within America's society. 4. King Richard. King Richard might be Will Smith's best shot for an Oscar yet. Richard William Smith has two daughters, Serena and Venus Williams, that are immensely talented at tennis but lack proper training. He's had a plan for his daughter's success before they were even born, and so when they show this remarkable talent, he knows that he needs to get them the best resources to become the best. King Richard isn't just a success and family story, it shows the sacrifices that Richard had to make to get his daughters what they deserved. Tennis is a sport dominated by upper-class white families, and little black girls like Venus and Serena didn't fit the status quo, nor did the family have enough money to afford private lessons. Even if not a fan of tennis or the Williams sisters, King Richard offers something for everyone. 3. Disobedience. Disobedience is full of angst and passion, a love story that tears your heart from your chest. Ronit, Rachel Weisz, returns to the Orthodox Jewish community that shunned her for her attraction to a female childhood friend, Rachel McAdams. Once back, their passions reignite as they explore the boundaries of faith and sexuality. Forbidden love is portrayed on screen with such an intense feeling that a breath is held every time they are on screen together. It's a love story that breaks you, one that showcases the best and worst in people, and one that deserves to be witnessed repeatedly. 2. Hustle. A film that once again proves that Adam Sandler has the acting chops to take on more serious roles. Hustle is a sports drama that is as sincere as it is sturdy. Sandler plays Stanley Sugarman, a struggling basketball talent scout who aspires to be a coach. After a career setback, he will hitch his hopes and money on a talented unknown player named Bo Cruz, played by real-life player Juancho Hernagomez. Cruz must leave home and begin training with Sandler for a chance at making a career in the NBA. Even as it doesn't reinvent the wheel, Sandler is as good as he has ever been in melding his comedic and serious sensibilities into one measured performance. The montages, bonding, and emotional development all work quite well, making it a film that never fails to win, even when its characters often lose. 1. The Novice. The Novice stars Isabelle Fuhrman of The Hunger Games as a college freshman. She's joined the rowing team as her university, which quickly spirals into an obsession as she decides she needs to be the best on the squad. The Novice isn't a motivational sports movie, it's anything but that. Alex has no experience in rowing or athletics, and her personality quickly becomes clearer as the story moves forward. She obsesses over the minor details of an exam, does a physics problem over and over again, and lives her life like a checklist. In the process, it becomes clear that she's destroying her body and mental health while also isolating herself from everyone. But there's no going back for Alex. The Novice is the ideal blend of thriller and drama, resembling art rather than a regular movie. Bonus: Moonlight. Released in 2016, this high-profile drama film, which revolves around the personal experiences of Terrell Alvin McCraney, follows Sharon Harris through 3 separate periods of his life and the circulation of each separate period. Through his discovery of his identity as well as the maturity of his sexual and emotional life, despite the harsh circumstances he went through, and bad treatment, which added to the dramatic side of the film, result of anchoring the moonlight and being a prominent place, as well as the exciting and unusual narration. All of this made the film an impressive and wonderful story, and all of this was mixed with a reasonable artistic performance. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we'll be back soon with another video.